We're back here at the GSL Code S, and we have seen how much Genius has improved.
He's improved so much, Tasis. He's so good.
I am like inspired.
Yeah.
I like want to go home and play right now. Can you cast alone, Artosis? He's waving around the dollar he won.
I'm fanning myself off, man. That was so funny. And Genius was so smart to go blank and win me this dollar and win himself a spot in the round of 16.
Dude, I like that strategy a lot.
Yeah, blink builds have gained a lot of popularity, man.
If they go quick command center, they're in trouble as well.
Yeah. And some people do it even with Observer, like it's PvP in that matchup as well.
Oh, no, I do it in that matchup a lot. But
yeah, no, I mean,
I never
in
do blink builds
PvP, they sometimes do it as well recently. A lot of people are praxing it, at least. Well, anyways, Daybreak, EVZ, DRG versus JYP. One of them will go to Code A. Who will it be?
I'm not sure. I don't know these things, Artosis. I would think, actually, DRG should win, but you never know. Upsets do occur. So get ready for DRG up against JYP. Battle the Alpha. That one never gets old, Artosis.
No, it doesn't.
Here at the GSL. Yeah.
They're all fighting for
in the upper right. In the red. We have...
I got funny stuff to say.
I love just running over you and you're trying to finish your thought. And then it's like, all right.
If I start my thought right now, you'll just tell me to shut up when it's time to say the other guy's name. So I guess I just have to be quiet for a little bit. And then the joke isn't as funny later on.
Sorry, man. In the bottom left, in the blue, we have the underdog of the group, it seems. He is, excuse me. EG JYP.
So it's the battle of the alphabet tastes.
Yes.
So I imagine like alphabet cereal, right? Like you pour out the box and make them go on sides. They're all battling for the vowels because there's a limited amount of vowels, and that's how you make words.
Oh my God, that's a good point.
It's like the women of the alphabet or something, or the vowels.
Yeah, because you can't create without it. Damn. Wow. I wonder, actually, if there's an even letter distribution in... Actually, of course there is. Well, maybe there is in alphabet soup. Or alphabet... What is it called?
Alphabets?
Alphabets. Yeah, alphabets. Or, like, there's ones where you can get, like, a ravioli, but it's, like, alphabet letters or something. I don't know what.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
I wonder if there's an even number of letters, because, they have to print the letters separately,
Yeah, I guess
the A's and the S's don't come out. So
maybe they print the whole alphabet.
We need to get down to the bottom of this, guys.
Yeah, well, like, did they get extra R's or something?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I mean, is every letter... Like,
do you really need as many Z's and X's as you do RSTLNE?
No, you don't. But you need X because it's a cool letter. X is the coolest letter.
Well, it's how you mark the spot.
Yeah. It's also how you dash the men.
All right, also, at the end of a letter, it can be a kiss.
Ooh, that's true.
XOXO.
That's true. Now, putting the pylon here at the expansion is really smart because he can control what DRG is going to do. DRG wants to get a hat trick. He wants to start getting a good income here, but he can't until he gets rid of it.
Yeah. And, in fact, DRG is just going to make 2 hatcheries at once. Bam, bam. And what will Genius do from here? Because it's going to be against this gasless 3-hatch, and he knows that. He's already scouted out. He knows exactly what's going on. He knows DRG's style already anyways. No, this is JYP, I'm sorry. I was just thinking this was Genius again. I'm like, we're going to watch Genius crush everyone again. Yay! All right, but JYP, he's very good at this matchup, so I'm uber interested to see which build he's going to choose to do here. This guy has a lot of builds in this matchup.
All right. The probe now going to go into the main. And, just take a look around, see if the gases have been taken. Sees that one has not, but he has not been able to check the one on the left. And it does not look like he will be able to. Check the gas on the left.
Oh. Yeah. No, he won't.
Still thinking about those Genius games?
Yeah, man. I'm like completely not in this world right now. I'm waiting to see what Billy does. Okay. +1 started very quickly by JYP. So most likely we're going to see a +1 Zealot timing, and that's backed up by not seeing any additional gases taken by JYP yet. So definitely a +1 Zealot timing, but what else is in there? What else is he going to do here? Because you don't just do a +1 Zealot timing. Sometimes you do it with a Void Ray, sometimes you do it followed up by like a 7-gate. You do like just the Zealots into a bunch of Stalkers and Sentries with it. You try to force out like a lot of Lings and then a bunch of units. All right, there we go. And it's going to be the Void Ray +1. This actually makes a lot of sense that he's doing this build. It's very popular right now in Korea. And, you know, some of the better players at doing this build actually live in that Slayer's house that TDG has their players in. So this all is lined up pretty well. So what he's going to want to do is get a Void Ray out and perhaps follow it up a little bit with some Phoenixes. I've seen it with multiple Void Rays as well. But anyways, the point of the matter is the Void Ray is going to be very good against Roaches, it's going to be good against Overlords and stuff like that. And then you have those +1 Zealots, which are good against Zerglings, because normally you want to make Zerglings against flying units because they do not kill them quick enough. He's already heightening pylons around the map to help warp in. So basically, it's going to be this really hard to stop unit composition by JYP. A lot of harass potential in it. How will he follow it up, though? That is a huge question. And in fact, wait a minute, he didn't make his extra gates. He did not make...
Did he forget it?
No, he's not doing the build that I was saying he was doing. This is bizarre. This is bizarre. And Overlord has actually scouted this out, too. He is scouted. There's no additional gates. Unless they're hidden somewhere. JYP might just take an additional base. Now, this looks exactly like what I was telling you. But that Overlord went through, and so JYP just made 10 more drones. He's like, forget this, I'm not going to make units. You're not going to trick me.
DRG made 10 more drones,
yeah. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is like super hyper interesting, because he's just taking a quick third base off of one gateway. And,
well, you know, I guess he can't really be attacked.
He can't.
And
That's
people don't do
it's
these kinds of builds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess in this stage of the metagame, a Zerg is just going to assume that, of course, you know, Protoss is not going to have a third base on one gate. You know?
And it's kind of cool because you still get the initial harassment out because he made Zealots non-stop. So he still has some +1 Zealots for a little bit of harassment. He has the Void Rays, and the Void Rays... Oh, that's a nice little run by. Done off that Sentry. Very well done.
I don't think he's noticed that there's actually a cannon coming in there.
He's kind of focusing on the Zealots, it looks like. But, you know, the Void Rays are... Double Void Ray will stop Roach attacks, and then the +1 Zealots will stop Zergling attacks. So, I mean, this is just a very tight, quick third that's going to be quite difficult to stop.
Well, JYP is definitely keeping up.
Yeah,
I'm learning a lot today, Artos.
This is actually a really cool... I was practicing a lot for a while there of the +1 Zealot Void Ray, but it has become a little bit gimmicky because Zergs really know how to stop it pretty well at this point. It's not as powerful as it was when it first came out, not even near as much so. So this is like a really cool branch off of it to get that super quick third base.
You know, this goes to show, it kind of highlights where JYP is strong. He's strong when he doesn't have to, you know, deal with a whole bunch of harassments from different ends.
Yeah.
Just, you know, one big counterattack, or the Muta's flying into my main.
Yeah.
It just kind of said you could see that he's already mapped out builds that put him in a level that he's just very comfortable in this style of play.
Yeah. Well, right now as Roach is moving forward, the Zealot sees out on the Watchtower, so those Void Rays will be coming back to help deal with Roaches. He has enough force fields right now to hold those Roaches out. And the Void Rays are going to do a great job, man. Zealot's just kind of out scouting. DRG wants to take another base, of course. Now, we do have Burrow on the way as well as Mutas, so an interesting set of things going on here. Now, the Mutas, I love Mutas in this matchup. They're so good. They're hard to stop.
They are the way to go, man.
People, overall, in general, a lot of Protosses are complaining about them being OP or something. It's just they're very hard to deal with.
Yeah, it takes a really good player to kind of understand exactly how to handle Mutalisks.
Yeah, you have to handle them with the utmost caution.
And I think it's partially because that's one of the harder parts of an RTS game is having to handle counterattack.
Definitely.
Uh-oh. Got some links coming here. I want to say more about that, but I'll get to that in a minute. These Zerglings will clean up Zealots and then probably just leave. So anyways, you know, in StarCraft 1, you couldn't select more than a dozen units. So there was only so many units that would fly into your base.
Yeah, and, well, Psystorm and Archon's so good against mutas
exactly.
that it was a little bit more dangerous. The game is just a little bit different where mutas are a bit better in this game, in some ways. Certainly not microwaves. But anyways, they will clean up these Void Arrays, which did cause a cancel on DRG's 4th base. So, I mean, they slowed down DRG's 4th. They allowed him to get that quick 3rd up. I'm really into this build by JYP. I'm definitely going to have to check this build out as well. In fact, I may like this build even more than I liked Genius build in a lot of ways. A lot of ways.
It's pretty scary.
It's neat. It's totally neat. And look at that beautiful blink. But these mutas, they are strong. Mutas can fight against Stalkers reasonably well, but not when there's that many. Ouch. A lot of mutas lost. Uh-oh!
Run!
And an
or fly or whatever.
Oh, and he's caught in the sentries. Huge move. That's a big part of this matchup right now. When you go mutas, if you can get those sentries out of there, it's really going to help you later on. Protoss really so wants sentries later in the game.
All right, the cannons are doing a lot of, the cannons are receiving a lot of damage, excuse me. And he's going to go over and try to protect the 3rd. By the way, 179 supply to 116.
And more Zerglings just coming in here without sentries. It's hard to hold them off, and they do run by.
Going into the main.
Such an annoying thing to put up with as a Protoss player. And just a great job by DRG. Look at this, targeting down that cannon. That's going to allow his mutas to do even more damage next time they come in. And now JIP moving forward, but there's a lot of Lings incoming, a lot of mutas as well. DRG with some beautiful play here.
Oh man, there's just too much of everything that is DRG.
That's right,
even with that great blink micro, it's just not enough.
It gets pretty dangerous when there's this many mutas out. The Lings doing a great job against the Stalkers. No force fields to help stop those Lings. But he may want to turn around now that even though the Stalkers are badly hurt, the Mutalist count is falling greatly. Ouch, a lot of mutas lost. Did he do enough damage to make that worthwhile? Oh, look at that. 3 little Lings.
3 little Lings just hanging out down there.
A ton of
moving in again.
A ton of Lings on the way. Yeah, the Zerglings are scouting as much as anything else in here.
And he's going to get basically all the probes.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He's killed 15 probes so far. It's a pretty big deal.
Another counterattack over here towards the 3rd.
There's a ton of Zealots in there. That's not going to be the situation he wants for those Lings. They're 1-1 against 3-1. Which means they get owned, basically.
All right. He's going to try to just get rid of the Nexus. Looks like he might have enough.
He may indeed. A lot of damage. Yeah, in fact, the Muta's coming up there. He's definitely going to have enough.
Oh, DRG is so good.
Yeah, DRG is just so good. Great play by him.
Mutas, man, they're just so strong.
Yeah, yeah. One thing we do have to point out, though, is that a lot of mutas have been lost. Ooh, very sloppy move right there by DRG, losing an extra muta. Right now, he only has 12 mutas. And, you know, he's traded them a lot for doing a lot of damage. He does definitely have a lead here, but that's not a huge amount of mutas.
Well, I'm really wondering at this point in time, when is JYP going to be able to actually attack a base? Because look, if this counterattack is going to happen, I would assume. Nope, excuse me, I assume wrong. Protoss will not turn around. Yeah, we're going to go for a base trade situation.
Yeah, and it kind of has to be. This is a dead scenario for JYP. He doesn't have much of a choice or a chance here. The mutas and Lings are way too mobile. The actual army that he has here, even though it looks scary and it has good upgrades, I mean, the sentry count in it is exactly 1. He has a lot of Zealots in him, which aren't actually all that useful, which leaves us with Stalkers. He has no Psystorms or anything like that. So as long as there's a lot of mutas and a lot of Lings, he's going to be able to clean this up.
Yeah, I mean...
And see, he does enough damage so that basically all he has to do now is kill the army, and the game is his. So that's what he's going to do.
All right, he's moving in now. And let's keep our fingers crossed for JYP and see if he can't do anything here. All right. Okay, this is basically GG, guys.
Yep.
Beautiful. No way to recover.
Beautiful game. I love the opening by JYP, but DRG showed how good he truly is. I mean, that was amazing by DRG. Just great usage of those mutas, of the Lings. You know, he just flew around, found places to deal damage, and eventually, against Muta, it's going to snowball.
Yeah.
It is going to snowball. You have to turtle so hard against the Mutalisk harassment on 3 bases and get those high templars. If you don't have Psystorm, you're eventually going to have to go in a base trade. And guess what? If you're in a base trade scenario with no high templars against a Mutaling army, you are done.
All right, DRG continuing to dominate here. It's scary. I feel bad for JYP. I feel like he's sort of being outclassed. He's good.
Yeah.
But does he belong in Codes right now? Maybe
well, I
not.
tell you, tonight it hasn't poked it, but I gotta say that SC, Genius, and DRG, I have the utmost respect for these 3 players. All 3 of them, top-end, world-class, Codes, high-end Codes players. I'm sad one of those 3 has to go down to Code A tonight.
Yeah.
JYP likely to go down to Code A tonight. Will he make it back? I think he definitely has a chance.
Damn, look at... He looks a lot more stressed out than when he was in the studio before the show. I feel kind of bad for him, but that's the nature of competition.
He's fresh off some good results at the Home Story Cup. He brought MC to his limits, but it's not working out for him tonight. This is a very difficult group. I feel like if JYP is in yesterday's group, does he get through? I think probably he does.
Yeah.
To be perfectly frank, I
probably.
Think, maybe Gumiho still beats him, but because JYP's PVT seemed to.
I think Gumiho's like really good, but when I watch him play or cast him, he's
got his own style. But
yeah.
What I'm trying to say basically is this group is so hard. This is such a difficult group. So to lose out of here, it's like he might still be Codes quality, like bottom Codes quality.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a champion yet. He has a lot to refine.
No, I agree with you completely. The question, though, is, because I think it's safe to say JYP's going to lose. It looks like it. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard, but he gets the map choice, so we'll have to see what he chooses. He chooses Metropolis. I think that's a great choice against Zerg. The map is not all that big, and the third base is not too hard to get. Yeah, well, if it was Metalopolis, he would not have chosen it against Zerg, that's for sure.
It's cross spots. I lose.
The map is... all right. But no, this is a good choice for him. I like this map choice. Is he going to go for a 2-base timing? Or is he going to go up to 3 bases once again, in which case DRG certainly will go Mutalisks.
All right, it's time for DRG against JYP. Metropolis is our map.
Hey, we stopped capping that P. It's no longer Metropolis.
It would be Polis. All right, Metropolis. I think we could expect another cool build from JYP. I kind of feel bad for him. He's the odd man out of this group. On the team EG, everybody else an MVP team member. Let's see what happens. Artosis, do you want to do the outro?
The GSL.
No, it was terrible, Artosis. Get ready for DRG against JYP.